welcome to my channel. If you're new to knitting, I'm about to show you a really easy way to cast on, the basic knit stitch, and how to cast off. Since I'll be working with really thick yarn today, I'm going to use size 15 circular needles. For this demonstration, I'm going to cast on 10 stitches. So I'm going to get some yarn out here. I'm going to leave a little bit of a tail. I always like to have plenty of yarn to weave in later, and I'll wrap it around 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I always like to give just a little bit more. Okay, so here's my tail and all my yarn to cast on my stitches. The working yarn is what's attached to the ball here. So now I'm going to take my yarn and form a lowercase e like this. And I'm going to take this tail and go through there, pull it like just like that, and then I'm going to take my needles here. I'm going to go down into the bottom hole and back up through the top. There we go. There's my first stitch. You don't want it to be too tight. You want to be able to slide it on your needle. Okay, so now you're going to grab both strings and you're going to put your index finger and your thumb inside like this and be holding the rest with your fingers. To cast on, we're going to go like this, up through there, down through there, and right here. Give it a little snug, not too tight. Here we go again. And again. Went a little fast for you there. Here we go. Up through here, down through there, and right down there. So keep doing until we have 10 stitches. All right, so now we have our 10 stitches, and there is our tail. We do not work with this. We're going to weave it in later. So now we're going to turn our needles around. Make sure we're working with the working yarn. I'm going to go just like this. Now we're going to begin knitting. This is just a basic knit stitch. So we're going to go in just like this. Take our working yarn and wrap it around our working needle. Go through here and pull that stitch off. You can tighten it up a little bit, but remember, make sure you can move it on your needle. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's finish all 10 stitches. Okay, we've just knitted our very first row in knitting. Now we're going to turn it around and we're going to knit a second row. We're just going to knit every row until you get to your desired length. What we're going to be knitting is called garter stitch. That's what the pattern's going to look like. Okay, so we've knitted a few rows here. Garter stitch, which is what this is called, will look like this on both sides. And it's really stretchy. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how we're going to finish our work by binding off. We're going to knit the first stitch, and we're going to knit the second stitch. And you don't want to do this too tight or you'll lose your stretch. So we're going to, as loosely as we can, take the first stitch and put it over that second stitch. We're going to knit the next stitch, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take this stitch and put it over that one. So let's just continue that all the way until there's 2 stitches left, okay? Okay, we have 2 stitches left. I'm going to repeat this. Oops. Now 1 stitch is left on our working needle. We're going to take it out or off of our needle here, and we're going to cut the yarn, leaving a tail end to weave in on this end. And then we're going to put that through this last stitch. Just like that. And then we'll be weaving it in with our darning needle on the other side here. So you'll just weave it in, going in the same pattern of your stitches, like you can see right here. Like so, until you go in a few stitches, and then you can cut the tail where it's hidden. And ta-da! You just knitted something.